Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Listen, I got a question. Have you all ever been in a relationship with someone and it was long term and you knew this person wasn't for you? You knew this person, you knew you was over this person, but you stayed anyway? Well, I remember, okay? And I stayed in it because I was mentally in bondage for a minute. But then those type of relationships, they have you on an emotional roller coaster. Okay. It's always that one person that try to act like they it's always one person in that relationship that act like that they control the relationship. And for some odd reason, they end up getting that other person to be subservient to them. And it takes away that person's power. And that was me. That was me. I was in a and you know what? You don't even be you hate that you in the connection. You're not even really sleeping around with the person no more. You don't care if they are your husband. I don't care if they are your girlfriend. You're not even girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever. You're not even intimate with this person. And when you do, when it is intimacy, it's like it's a chore. That's when you know you need to get up out of something. And me personally, like I said, I was in mental bondage for not a long time, but it was long enough for me. Felt like a long time. And I realized, when this person, I don't know who I was talking to. It probably was a stranger because I really didn't talk to people. And when I talked to this stranger, it was just out the blue because I think I was looking so miserable, and that person said something to me, and it was like baby girl, it's gonna be all right. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know. And when I realized, when I was talking to the person and I was just telling them like, gosh, you got to be better than this. This can't be my life. He told me, he was like, have you ever heard that song by R. Kelly, When a Woman's Fed Up? And I said, no, because you have to understand, I was in mental bondage. I was in I was an organized religion. And so I wasn't even listening to that type of music. But I can't even put a word to the misery I felt in my life. I was so miserable. So when I listened to that song, it's like dude was talking to me. It's like he made that song specifically for me. But this is not just for me. It wasn't just for me. This is for anybody. If you are in a connection or was in a connection and it was toxic and somebody was trying to bully and boss you around and it kind of took your power away from you. Once you free yourself from that energy, you got to be a fool to go back. And yeah, I said it. You got to be a dang on fool to go back to something like that. And I'm saying that to say this. We will put in our minds that we can't find anybody better, because that's what I was saying to myself. Oh, well, this is my life and this is how it's gonna be. Maybe because you hadn't healed, or you definitely hadn't healed because you were still in the connection, or maybe because you didn't know your worth. And when you don't know your worth, you sit there and you take things because you think that's what it is, and that's just what it's gonna be. And it's not. It's all an illusion. And that illusion will make you think make you think bad about yourself when you shouldn't. It blocks you. It blocks you off from the good that's around you. It blocks you from amazing things that probably came across your path, but you couldn't see it because you was in that connection. And you don't be addicted to nothing but the highs and the lows of it. And what is that? That's toxic. Okay. So it was when when I heard that song, I sat there and I said to myself, "Oh wow!" So I think immediately things started to change for me because it don't take much for it. If it's something that I don't know, and then I find out and it's beneficial for me, I'm not wasting no time. I'm going straight for it, and I'm going to go after it, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna get the benefits of it. So I immediately start making changes in my life. And then one thing I did say, because I was in organized religion, I said, you know what? These people talking about I can't get divorced. I said, but God didn't tell me to be stupid. He didn't tell me to be stupid. So that's when I took it upon myself just to go ahead and leave that connection and leave. It was so toxic. Oh my goodness, it was so toxic. And when when my eyes was open to the toxicity and how I was stuck and how I lost my power and how I lost my voice and how I just let somebody just take advantage of me like that, man, I vowed to never do that again. Now, you got to understand when you're addicted to that kind of toxicity, it gives you. Now, I know I wasn't going back, but this is a message to the ones who are in a toxic situation or who's just getting out of a toxic situation and you thinking about going back. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. You got great things ahead of you. You got a lot of beautiful attributes that you need to introduce to this world. You have a calling. You got things that you have to do. And that person is going to stop you from moving forward. Okay? But see, you have to also know this. When you do have things that you have to do in this world for your creator, because a lot of people are on assignments right now, meaning you got things to do. You got to spread love. You got to spread joy. You have to help people the best way you can with advice, and just being a listening ear sometime. And so with that being said, you have to understand when it's time to go, it's time to go, because you done played around with your life long enough. And so when you done played around with your life long enough and you got something, and your creator got something for you to do, I can guarantee you, if you try to go back or if you stay in that connection, it's going to be the worst ending you ever experienced. I'm trying to tell you what I know. No, I didn't go back. I know I wasn't going back. But at the end of the day, I know this for a fact. If you try to go back to something that's toxic and think that you can make it better, it's not going to work, because 9 times out of 10, you probably done healed and that other person is probably still sitting in that energy, and the vicious cycle is going to start right back over. Protect yourself. Protect your mind. Don't let your mind wander about going back to something that's toxic. Leave the toxicity alone. It's time to be happy. And however that looks to you, do it. Enjoy it. And that's just that. Okay? I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.